Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Pickup. It's second.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Bills.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Pick up at 6.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
That was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at the 20. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
For a Miami Dolphins.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll work it across. across midfield inside the 45. Tua to Parker there for the Miami first.
Well, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
2nd and 6 at the Bills' 41-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
1st quarter with no score.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Tua. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. And that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the shotgun, he'll throw. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard.
This game right
They
here.
will bring it back. It's a big 6 and the Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He didn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
The score, Dolphins 10. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
So good.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Looking deep for Gabriel. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Dolphins 10, Bills 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. It's complete to Parker left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice snag by Devontae Parker. While it took him 5 years in the league to have his first 1,000-yard season, he broke out in a big way. The former first-round pick had career highs across the board in 2019. In fact, his touchdown took...
Appreciate you, Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Buffalo.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half, 10-7 our score. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Moss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Zach Moss with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, it just didn't happen. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Oh, he got hurt.
From 19 yards away. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
This is similar to baseball, where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack.
And there's a sack by Jerry Hughes, and I wonder how many times it goes through his head that in his youth, he was playing offense and trying to avoid the fate that he's putting on quarterbacks play in and play out. He's a guy who knows how to get to the quarterback with speed and with power.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the Bills' first down.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Crowder's got it over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. Still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Give me that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 42. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
20-yard line.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
32-yard line.
Switch it.
set him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Mike Gesicki.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game,
15.
it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Going deep here for... It got his man complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Tagovailoa.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Forced out to his left.
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down.
Good for another Miami Dolphins.
Now it's Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Bills 24, Dolphins 17.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Miami. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up
another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Bulldozes past him. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
And they'll run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he is going to have a Bills first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. The pickup there, 5 yards.
And the Bills first down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end, because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead. You give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. On the run, this is Hunt. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1. He's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, man.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
All this on his own, man. What the
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll get get this awfully close to a first down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. The kick by Bass is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quick.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They run with Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Today's final score.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Buffalo, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.